Yeah, ours, we had $20 rings from Walmart because that's what I could afford.
Right.
However, what was the marriage certificate? Like $25?
Yeah, and then the
I
thing
bought a new dress from Walmart, which was like $15.
My dress was borrowed.
I wore my blues, which were issued to me. All I had to do was give up part of my soul.
Ross had a suit that he had already had, so he didn't buy a new suit. I borrowed the dress.
Yeah, we got married. We got married at the Justice of the Peace's office, and this July,
I made my own bouquet.
This July,
my
it'll be 23
had a bouquet
years.
made, but she just went. And she was like, "We need to pick it up this afternoon."
It's tucked up there in the corner.
Mine was a little. It went through a tornado, so it looks rough, but it's still.
Well,
around
ours
somewhere.
has been to like 3 different continents.
I saw this one, speaking of like crazy wedding stories, and I mean it's crazy, but when you read where it took place, it's not too hard to believe. So
Must be like Florida.
No, not in the U.S.
Was it Saudi? Because they crazy. They spend stupid money.
This one couple, something happened, and the bride died at the wedding.
Jesus.
Oh, I read that.
What?
Died at the wedding.
I
Did
read that
the maid of honor
today.
step in?
The sister.
Yes.
They put
Hold
her,
on. The bride's sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
They put.
Oh, no, I wanted to be clear about
They
that.
put her body in a side room
Oh, my
bride
Lord.
died.
Oh, the bride died
And her sister's
during
like,
the wedding.
in preparation for the wedding.
Yeah, during the day.
Yeah.
during the wedding, yeah.
From what?
Well, her heart stopped.
Nothing's ever like I don't know if she had something wrong with her. She had a heart attack. I don't know. Like
Maybe
but
a bee flew up her dress.
yeah, she died
Stung her on the lips.
on the wedding day.
What,
And the sister was like, I'll take one for the team.
Did the father go to the groom and be like,
Hey,
I
look,
got another one.
I know this is the ugly one.
So I know you want,
but
I know you want a refund, but would you care for an exchange?
And so
in-store
they
exchange is
put
what we're
her
offering.
in another room, closed it off. Her sister married the husband. Off they went.
what the fuck?
I was like, it was in Indian. I was like, what the fuck?
It was in India.
Mm-hmm.
That
Like
okay,
I
that
said,
makes a
see,
little
that
bit.
makes it. But
They don't spend the money that the Saudis do. Those Saudis will drop millions of dollars on a
Well,
wedding
but-
and not even blink.
the Indian brides, their whole wealth is
Yeah,
on
they
them
do.
in the
Oh, yeah.
form of
Yeah.
jewelry.
Dowry stuff. Yeah.
I bet they took the jewelry off of her.
God, I hope so.
Probably.
Oh my God, I bet they did.
Probably.
Because-
it was all spent on her.
Right, they wouldn't have had jewelry to put on the. Oh my God!
I hope,
So not
I
only
hope they sanitized it.
They stripped her down.
stripped her. I wonder if she
Took the
her
dress?
wedding gown.
Probably.
Oh my God! It gets worse when you think about it more.
I bet they did.
She's in there in her underwear, and
Because, like you said, everything. the gold.
yeah, because that's what
The
they
chains,
That
it's
gold is all the
gorgeous.
bride's dowry, you know.
But I'm telling you, what I want to know though is did the father go to the groom
I'm
and be
gonna
like,
try and look it up.
I know she's the ugly one, but I'll throw in another 14 cows.
Okay.
Well, they probably had. That was going to be his wife from the day she was born. So
Wow.
Mary.
I still like the idea of an
We got the
in-store
backup.
exchange.
Damn.
sister.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's bad fucked up. Man.
yeah, I think
Okay.
that came across my news feed
Yeah,
today.
it all
God.
hit the news about 2 days ago.
Oh,
She
shit,
had
this
a
was-
heart attack. Here's one that actually says,
How old was she?
I'm gonna
'Cause
look
they,
it up.
they usually marry pretty young.
yeah. Okay.
She was almost a spinster, so she was like 20.
Yeah, I'm going to read this. I haven't read it, so God help what it says. A bride collapsed and died at the beginning of her wedding in India. So the groom married her younger sister instead after the body was moved to another room. The bride, identified as Serbi, collapsed of a heart attack while exchanging, so in the middle of the ceremony,
Oh my God.
fuck.
traditional garlands with her husband-to-be at the start of the ceremony. She was pronounced dead by a doctor who raced to the festivities in the village. We did not know what to do in this situation. Both families sat together and someone suggested that the youngest sister, Nisha, should be married to the groom.
Yeah, the dad was like, hey, wait a minute. No, I'm not giving that dowry back, but I got another one.
I already butchered them cows.
I already spent that money.
Fuck.
The
But would
families,
you like an exchange?
the families discussed the matter and both agreed. It was a bizarre situation as the wedding of my younger sister took place with the dead body of my other sister lying in the other room. After the joy of the wedding, the family immediately held last rites for the dead bride.
Well, that was nice.
It was a tough decision of our family. One daughter was lying dead in one room, and the wedding of another was going on in another room. We have never experienced such mixed emotions. The grief over her death and the happiness of the wedding has yet to sink in.
Call me a barbaric Westerner.
Jesus
but
Christ!
I think that if that were to happen, maybe we'd call off the rest of the day.
And here's a
but they
picture of
have
her.
a
She's not
different-
old. I mean, she must have had a
weird.
heart defect or
They said-
something.
Yeah.
They have
No, she's
the whole
not.
marriage thing is different
very
over there.
different
You know,
there.
families promise their daughters to other families.
I get that, but I'm just saying maybe we take a day, deal with the corpse. You know, there is a dead body in the back room.
God damn, that's just
And
cold.
maybe we try this again tomorrow.
I'm gonna see if I get anything else on another one. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that seems a little bit cold to me.
I'm looking.
Little frigid.
Damn.
Mercenary. Like, god damn. We don't even. She had a massive heart attack.
Let's just be glad she didn't have a heart attack while consummating the marriage.
They said she complained of uneasiness and just dropped dead.
Damn.
They took her to a medical facility. At least
That
they
happened
did
to
that.
a woman that she worked with at Walmart. They were in the break room and she just couldn't get comfortable, and she said she just
Yeah,
didn't
she kept
feel
saying,
good.
"Oh," because she kept just moving around, and we were like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "My back hurts and my legs. I can't get in a comfortable position." Break was over. She went and grabbed her cart, collapsed into a
Just died.
thing in the middle, and yeah, she had a brain aneurysm.
Damn.
But yeah, they said that they did take her to the hospital to make sure she was dead.
What in the?
As per the doctor,
What did the doctor do? Oh, well, from here she looks dead.
pokey.
Be like, dude, you're in the next village. I know, but she looks dead from the Zoom meeting.
As per the doctor, the bride died of a heart attack. We didn't know what to do. So we just sat together and we decided, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
She said to this day, about 90% of Indian weddings are arranged that take place in India.
Yeah.
Says that has happened before.
Is that the protocol?
I guess that's
Yeah.
what you do when the bride drops dead. So much vetting goes into matching families and marriage.
At least they have a protocol.
It's natural that they want to stay together. I guess they've already made because like Amber said, you know, a lot of times they make these matches when they're little.
Right,
so the
right.
families have all had this idea that they're going to be joined, so they've been working toward, I guess, common goals and shit.
Right.
And they're like, now what do we do? That's just
At least they have a policy. I mean, no, all right, that sounds. No, listen, hear me out.
That doesn't make it better.
No, it.
Hey.
But it kind
How
of.
if they didn't have an extra daughter
That's what I was
laying
gonna say.
around?
Wait a minute. What happened? What would happen if
Then
there
he
wasn't
gets
a
the
daughter?
wife. Then he gets the
No,
mom.
Then he gets the son.
No.
Oh, shit.
Well, you're gonna have
I
to
wasn't
marry
gonna go
your
there.
brother.
No, but here.
Well, we got this gun.
No, so I mean, number
got
one,
a cousin.
it's common enough that they have a policy,
Right.
which seems a little odd to me. But whatever, you know, I'm not a doctor.
I
I
mean,
don't
they
know how their
probably
health
get good
is.
health care in these villages.
Well, maybe not.
Speaking of, I have a story that goes with that. Go ahead.
It's gone. Never
Okay.
mind.
Well, when you tell your story, I just found another Bridezilla story.
Oh wow.
This also is in India.
Okay.
A 76-year-old woman in India who tested positive for COVID-19 woke up moments before her cremation.
Oh shit! In Indiana?
India.
No, I know, but people heard that and now they heard Indiana.
The woman was isolated at home when her condition worsened on May 10th. The woman's family was transporting her to a local hospital when she fell unconscious. The family, assuming she had died, returned home and prepared for her cremation. She started crying and opened her eyes moments before the family was planning to begin her cremation.
They were like, "Damn it, we almost had that insurance money."
She's now being treated at a local hospital, blah, blah, blah.
I'd be whooping an ass. I'd be whooping a doctor's ass. Be like, "You don't know how to check fucking vitals?"
Well, it didn't even mention that. It was just like the family took her to the hospital.
Her eyes
I think
are closed.
She's dead. Let's go back home.
Yeah, her eyes are closed. She must be dead. But if that's the case, motherfucker, you die for 8 hours a day, all right? I'd be telling them, too. I'd be like, next time you go to sleep, I'm burning your goddamn house down. Just so you know. All right, what's your Bridezilla?
Wow. This is... Okay. My fiance, he's 29 male and I'm 27 female, have been together for 3 years.
Okay.
And we are getting married next year.
Okay.
I love him so much.
Oh, I think Amber read this one to me.
I love him so much, and I can't wait to be his wife. But I need help figuring out how to handle a situation.
Is this the Am I the Asshole?
It's one of them, yeah. This situation that one of our guests is creating. My fiance invited some of his friends from high school, Kate, 29 female, and Jay, 31 male. They were all Dungeons and Dragons nerds together through high school up until Kate and Jay separately moved away from our city a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Dylan was so excited to get his old group back together, but it's all crashing down because of Kate. Kate asked if she could be seated at a different table from Jay at the reception. Now,
They must have had intercourse, and then it got weird.
no, it's worse.
He beat her at Dungeons and Dragons.
He raped her.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Anyone who has planned a wedding knows how hard seating arrangements are. We made it clear that it wasn't a good enough reason. Her rape was not a good enough
Wow.
reason to spend 20 minutes eating a free meal, because it's not like she would have to talk to him. The tables are big. They're tables of 8. So I don't understand why she doesn't just sit there. I'm annoyed that she would cause Dylan and I this level of stress. She should,
she's a shitty person.
yeah, she should have just declined to come. I want to ask Dylan to uninvite her to avoid any drama. What?
Why not uninvite
the
Jay?
rapist?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a man. I don't know that I could marry someone who acted like that.
I couldn't. I'd be like, you think your seating chart is
Is
more
more-
important
Yeah.
than this woman that was raped, not wanting to have to sit and choke down yucky chicken beside the guy who victimized her. That's
my
such a
God.
big deal for you. Can't just pluck her from one table and she's being big enough that she's like, I'll attend the thing, but I don't want to sit by him.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now that is some stone cold bitch right there.
Yeah.
You are a shitty
and
human
again,
being.
Yeah.
she should use this one as practice because she'll be having another one.
Yeah, this should be your just like practice wedding.
I honest to God believe that Bridezilla's like that and this fucking this other bitch
Yeah.
and all of them are destined to have at least 2 marriages.
Oh, yeah.
Because unless their daddy is rich, ain't no one gonna put up with the monumental amount of bullshit that they are gonna fucking. No.
Oh God,
no.
I'm gonna have to read this one now.
I couldn't. For real. And I would tell her too, it'd be like, look, you're such a heartless motherfucker. I don't want to marry you. No.
Yeah, like you are a heinous human being.
Yeah, you're just a bad person, and I don't want to be. I don't want to know you anymore. You know, I mean, just don't know where these. See, and I can't help but think that the people that act like that are the ones that have had everything handed to them. You know, they're the privileged class, because people who have had to work for their shit don't act like that.
No.
Okay, listen to this. This is. Am I the asshole?
Probably.
But no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
For not attending I haven't read it all, but just for not attending my friend's wedding on the day of my family's death anniversary. 7 years ago, I, 35 female, lost my husband, daughter, and mother in a car accident.
Oh, Lord.
They were hit by a drunk driver that drove through a red light and killed them all on impact. Their deaths greatly affected me. God, I guess
Yeah, I
so.
can imagine.
If it weren't for my friends and years of therapy, I would be in a much worse place. And I'm very thankful for the support that I've processed my grief as far as I have. 2 years ago, I took a job offer that provided more benefits, and I moved far away. I do travel back to my home city to meet up with friends and my family's graves on their death anniversary. It's a 7-hour car drive or an hour by plane. During COVID last year, I drove to avoid contact with people and stayed at my old house. This year I plan to do the same thing, but I ran into an issue with my friend having her wedding in my old city. My friend Amy, 33 female, announced she was engaged last year to her boyfriend of 3 months.
3 months.
Okay, well, don't give him shit about that. We knew each
mean-
other for 6 weeks.
My friend group and I were quite shocked, as we never even met him, nor did we know she was dating anyone, but we congratulated and we're happy for her.
Right.
They were supposed to have their wedding last year, but it was rescheduled due to COVID.
Okay.
We are not in the U.S., by the way, and COVID cases are now less than 10 here in my country. I don't know where they are. We're allowed gatherings of less than 15 people, and that's what Amy decided to do for her wedding. About a week ago, Amy called me privately to tell me her plans.
Based on the grammar and the verbiage, she's in Great Britain somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She told me that she is having it on the same day as my family's death anniversary and would like me to skip visiting their graves and just attend the wedding instead. I was shocked that she would plan the wedding for that day and expect me to come and not.
So she knew, and it just couldn't be fucked to move it up.
She knew what that day was.
Yeah, couldn't be
Wow.
fucking bothered to move it up or back a week.